What's up, everybody? So, I go by the name Dane, DANE. I won't be using my real name on here. I'm sure at a certain point, y'all will know my real name. But right now, we're just gonna stick to Dane. And that's what it is. Let me get situated here. Give me a second. All right. So, currently, I'm on my way to the gym. I just left the house of the mother of my child. I'm 31 years old. I have a daughter. She's 8 years old. Her name is Maya. Pretty sure you guys will be hearing a lot about her in the time to come. This is my first time doing something like this, but it's long overdue. But I just want to say that the universe knows when, how. The universe knows when, how, and why to make things happen. So it's happening now. Because right now it's the perfect timing. A little bit about my day. So today I took the National Nursing Board test for the state of California to get fully licensed as a practitioner nurse. I started nursing school, I believe June 2019, and I graduated in April of 2021. The virus, of course, y'all know what virus I'm talking about. It put a big dent in that time. I was in nursing school for about a year when the virus hit in March, and our school was forced to shut down in order to figure out how to deal with the virus and the pandemic that was coming about. So anyway, today I took the nursing board, and a little bit about the board. It's a total of 140 questions. They give you 5 hours to take the test. I finished in about 2 hours and 15 minutes, roughly, somewhere around that time. The least amount of questions that you can get on the test is 75 questions. And basically, the test is based upon some type of computer program that starts assessing your ratios as you take the test, and once you hit a certain percentage that qualifies you for a passing grade, the test stops. So when I saw that 75 question mark and I was finished, I'm not gonna lie, it did kind of worry me a bit. So I got in contact with some of my fellow classmates and some people who've been really good to me over these past 2 years. And, they've already went through the testing process. They know more than I do about the whole process. And they pretty much told me that if I got 75 questions, that it looks like pretty much like I passed. But, I kind of wanted to, see if there was another way to find out if I passed. So they told me about this other option that I could use to see if I passed. And so I went ahead and exercised that option. And, it's not an official score yet, but by the looks of it, it looks like I passed. So, I just want to say it was a long journey. It was a pretty hard process. I'm not going to try to even lie to you. Nursing school was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. And I'm going to be 100% honest, when I first started nursing school, I was in a real questionable place in my life, I was dealing with a lot regarding my relationship with my baby's mother. I was dealing with a lot regarding, certain habits that I wanted to let go, but I just didn't know how. I was dealing a lot with, my daily life cycles and breaking those cycles to create new ones, But I must say the biggest thing that I was dealing with was coming out on the other side of a dark night of the soul, or so I've been, I've researched, and that's what some people call it. Some people say they have, spiritual awakenings and spiritual enlightenment and stuff like that. I don't really think that's what I went through, but to put it in a context where people can understand, we're going to just say that, I was going through something very spiritual. I call it more like an ego death. One of the many ego deaths that I've already experienced in this lifetime. So, with that being, it was just, a whole lot of things going on at one time. And it changed me for the best. But it was just something very hard to go through, especially going through it alone. I can look back on my life and remember always being a very spiritual person, I've always questioned a lot of things in society, and, we'll get deeper into the intricacies of how I questioned things in my life and what was the result of me questioning certain things, and also the experiences that I went through growing up, and being able to reflect back on those experiences as a fully enlightened being, and seeing how that tied into the spiritual realm, and me having such a powerful connection to the spiritual realm throughout my whole life, and how my ancestors and my spirit guides have always kind of kept me on a certain path to lead me to where I'm at now. Just like anyone else, I strayed away many a times, and I even hit certain points in my life where, demons came in and they tried their best to take me and make me part of something that they wanted me to be part of that was never meant for me. But, being who I am and having the experience that I have and the knowledge that I have and living the life that I lived, I've been able to see that throughout all these years, I possess a warrior spirit, and that warrior spirit has always kind of been on the back burner, or maybe on autopilot, or guiding me, however you want to say it, but it's always been there, and it's always, try to autocorrect when I was veering off my chosen path, So, not to get too deep into, you know, spirituality and things like, I mean, everything I do is spiritual. Everything anybody does is spiritual. But not to get into too deep into the details right now, because there will be many other videos where I'll get more comfortable speaking to y'all and talking about my life, and everything will just flow natural the way it's supposed to. The ancestors will be able to talk through me and deliver some very important messages to y'all, and we'll just take it from there. But I just wanted to do some type of little introduction. Today is September 9th, 2021. I'm 31 years old. You know, there's a lot of numerology that connects to my life and connects to my life purpose. And we'll explore that more later, you know, in the time to come, as you guys get to know me and as you guys get to know what I'm about. And, you know, we'll take it from there. Like I said, you know, I've never really done anything like this. There is a lot of things about me that you'll come to find out in the time to come. And I'm not for everybody, you feel me? Just like anybody else, you know, there's gonna be some people that are gonna love me, some people that are gonna hate me. But one thing you can always know about me is that I try my hardest to always deliver the truth, no matter how it makes me look, no matter what people think about me, because that is my purpose, is to serve truth on this earth, because that is something that is becoming very rare. So today, like I said, I took my nursing board for the state of California. I'm pretty confident that I passed my nursing board, and in the next few months, my goals, or, you know, not my goals, but the checkpoints that I need to hit to complete my mission and move forward to the next, you know, the next parts of my life mission, are to obtain a job as a nurse, start making more of these videos so you guys can check me out and, you know, start to know me, know what I'm about, and, you know, develop your own ideas about whatever it is that I'm saying to you, because I'm not here to control nobody. I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm just simply here to just inform and to be honest, because nowadays we all know how this world is, and we all know everybody wears masks and makeup and puts up a front, you know. And, you know, I'm nobody to judge. You know, if that's you, that's okay, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. You'll find your way. Everybody's gonna find their way, whether they like it or not. But when it comes to me, you know, I want to be 100% transparent. I want y'all to see me for who I am, you know, my good and my bad. So I'm gonna make it a point to try to make more of these videos and to just keep informing and keep expressing myself, and we'll take it from there. One thing that I do want to say is that these last few months have been very challenging, and we'll talk more about that, you know, as I start to learn how to structure these videos and be more organized with my thoughts and get more comfortable, you know, speaking to you guys in this way. I know things will come naturally, and people will be able to take a lot from this. We will touch on some very important things that are going on in the world too, because that's one of the reasons why I'm making these videos, is to give my perspective and give my personal experience of what's going on, so people can have something to arm themselves with, information, positive information, real information, with no agenda, with no persuasion going on, just raw facts and raw stories from somebody who's living it and who lived it. And we'll go from there. On a more positive note, back in July, you know, my family and I visited Puerto Rico for the first time. And I just want to say, you know, shout out to Puerto Rico and all the people there, and even the States, here in the States, leading up to that journey. You know, we stopped in Florida. That was a very beautiful state. You know, I didn't get to explore much, but, you know, I love the vibes that I found in Florida. I felt a lot of good vibrations going on there, a lot of ancestors present, a lot of things going on there. And then, you know, of course, we took our flight to Puerto Rico, and you know, one of my things on my mission is to own, if not several, at least one house in Puerto Rico in the next few years to come, because my connection to the earth and nature there was on a whole nother level, and it's some place that I have to continuously return to in my life and become one with the energy there, and let the energy become one with me. I truly feel that visiting Puerto Rico changed me as not only as a person but as a spiritual being, and helped with a great deal of enlightenment and just feeling more at one with nature and more at one with creation. So that's also a very important thing that, you know, helped me to be able to speak to y'all today. You know, this is something I've been contemplating for a while now, and it's not just been months. I've been thinking about, you know, talking to people in this fashion for at least a good 3 to 4 years, maybe even longer. And we'll talk more about that later too. And, you know, eventually you guys will be able to see certain people in my videos that, you know, have influenced me over the years and have been both positive and negative influences, but ultimately positive influences, because it's all about how you look at things and what you take from it and how you use that. So with that being said, I just got to the gym, and I feel like I might be, you know, stretching this out a little bit, but hey, it's my first time. You know, I've never done this before. So we're at the gym right now, and surprisingly, there's actually a lot of people here right now. Usually there's not a lot of people here this late. So I'm happy to see that people are taking their health serious, trying to better themselves, and trying to prepare for the days to come, because, you know, we need to be strong. We need to be mentally strong, physically strong, spiritually strong. And exercise is one of the best ways to find peace in your life and to get in touch with who you really are. So with that being said, it's September 9th, 2021. This is Dane. I'll talk to y'all real soon. I'm sending y'all my best of wishes and my most positive vibes.